These are like 5,000 years before we think Mesopotamia.
Prep time's over. Now you can go into the war zone.
Huge structures that they know for sure were 11,000 years old. Yeah, the show's
Get that
amazing.
bird spinning. Finish up. We're airborne at 3.
It's really good.
There
And
you are.
it's, you know, he only goes.
We got the green light. We're going to the war zone.
There's so many of these.
Grab your gear and shoot. You're up in 3. Enemy activity will be high. Expect contact early and often.
That's under the sand that's even older than the massive stuff that's above the sand. The stuff under the sand that they find is a totally different style of building. This is what the
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
For righteous teachers that hold.
You got gas closing in fast. Unass yourself to the safe zone.
The pyramids and building and stones.
Strongholds located. Targets are marked on your tac map.
Culture, Timbuktu, the whole thing. So
yeah,
been around for a long time.
That's the wild shit. The wild shit is that if it wasn't for those stones, if everybody lived like we live today, in glass houses and shit, there'd be nothing left. There'd be nothing. What would you find like a regular house made out of wood and glass? What the fuck is gonna be there in 10,000? Zero. There'd be nothing left. You'd find nails. What would you find? What would you find? You'd find a few things. But most of it would be consumed by the earth. Yeah, most of it. But those guys, they figured out.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Bullshit that they could figure out how to do that today. They don't know how to do that today.
When somebody just came up with the whole let's build it. Jamaica, they still.
You're losing ground. Move it.
So I don't know what was going on.
I think we were beyond advanced. I think we are. Graham Hancock has this amazing quote that human beings are a species with amnesia.
Oh yes, for sure.
For sure.
Oh, for sure.
And I think the way we've gone today, technologically, with like phones and microphones and video cameras and shit, like we've gone into an electronic technology. Yeah. I think they went into another technology that was different, a different path, but way more powerful. They were able to move stones out of the mountains and move them 500 miles. They don't have any fucking idea how they did it.
The necessity, you know, we're figuring out things from necessity.
That, but I think thousands of years of thinking. I think, you know, when we think about the Industrial Revolution, and we think about the way the world was just 2,000 years ago to now, I think those people were recovering. I think those people 2,000 years ago were recovering from shit that happened thousands of years before that, where people were just knocked back into barbarism, just survival of the fittest, just wild shit, because there was nothing left. We live in a Mad Max apocalypse, even worse. Nuclear winter. When those things hit into the ground, the massive floods come. It also kicks up dust into the atmosphere. Nothing grows. People are probably cannibalizing each other. It was probably horrific shit.
You ever read the book, The Ice Age and Inheritance?
No.
This is where it talks about people, how they went into the Ice Age and then they had to start cannibalizing each other because there was nothing growing and all of these other things. Like, wow, that's because we think we survive that now. Like, that's what. I
think you and me we might survive. I know a lot of people are going to get eaten. Some people can fucking keep it together, and some people can't. You know.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be fun, and life might not be worth living in comparison.
Yeah, in comparison.
So that's the thing. Like, if you lived on the Great Plains in the 1800s, and you were a Native American, that was your whole life. That's all you knew. You knew how to hunt buffalo. You knew how to make teepees. You knew how to live off the land. That's all you knew. If you took some fucking person from the east side of Manhattan, some person that worked some cushy office job, and he said, Jerome, this is your new life. You're gonna live on the plains, and you're gonna make your own arrows, and you're gonna go fucking run around and try to shoot them into buffalo. And there's no doctors.
So is this what Naked and Afraid is about? Are they getting ready for the apocalypse?
No, like, they're just exploiting dummies. They're just having fun with people's dicks. Learning about a TV screen. That show's crazy. That show's crazy. It's so dumb.
Naked and Afraid XL, they got like 13 people out.
Browsing the web. Loadout drop inbound.
sharing your personal data with more people than you think. Get NordVPN and protect your sensitive data from being spied on. NordVPN.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
There are no robots.
Recon contract
There's
marked.
always a real person on the phone. I'm not put on hold. I'm not waiting.
They take care of your problem, and you get back to living your life and doing the things that you want to do.
1-800 contacts.
Oh.
Fog filled the night for some reason hit me. What's it like sitting there conversing among so many living creatures all around you?
Every night in the jungle, you live in constant awareness of that out there in the darkness are.
Looks like this intel
literally
reveals the location of the
millions
next gas spread. Get it to the
And so,
designated
like,
uplink station for decryption. Hurry
we
up.
exist in this
Gas is
domesticated,
moving.
paved world most of the time. But when you go out there past the roads and the telephone poles and the hospitals, and you make it out into Earth, just wild Earth. And it's not like this is a national park. There's no rescue helicopter waiting to come get you. You are out there, and you're surrounded at night by, there are snakes and jaguars and frogs and insects and all this stuff just crawling through the swamps and through the trees and through the branches. And we put on headlamps and go out into the night and just absolutely fall to our knees with wonder of the things that we see. It's absolutely incredible.
And most of it doesn't make sounds like the insects do.
The insects do, the frogs do, you have some of the night birds making sounds, but a lot of it, everything has evolved to be silent, invisible. Everything there is on the list, there's another line in Mother of God where I said, life is just like a temporary moment of space system, like the churning, recycling death march that is the Amazon. It's been called the greatest natural battlefield on Earth. In any square acre, there's more stuff eating other things than anywhere else. And you go through a swamp in the Amazon, and there's tarantulas floating on the water. There's frogs in the trees. There's tadpoles hanging from leaves, waiting to drop into the water. There's fish waiting to eat them. There's birds in the trees. You literally are surrounded by so many things that your brain can't process it. It's just overwhelming life.
Churning death march. Some of the creatures are waiting, and some of them are being a bit more proactive about it. What do you make of that churning death
We've lost eyes on the
amount of
objective.
murder
Contract
that's happening
failed.
all around you at all scales. What is that? We dramatize wars and the millions of people that were lost in World War II. Some of them tortured, some of them dying with a gun in hand, some of them civilians. But it's just millions of people. What about the billions and billions and billions of organisms that are just being murdered all around you? Does that change your view of nature, of life here?
I've always kind of wondered like that, like when you see like a wildebeest taken down by.
Moving. Recon contract marked.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Serious.
This intel reveals the location of the next gas spread. Get it to the uplink station marked on your TAC map for decryption.
UAV
Or
tower
it's too
here.
late. Gas is closing in.
Well, good afternoon, weirdos. Welcome to another live stream with your guy, Angry Cops, AC for short. Oh, I think you saw this by now. I think that you read the headlines, and I didn't think I'd be talking about this today. I didn't think I would be talking about this today at all. Bo Bergdahl. Who is Bo Bergdahl? Hey, girl, who's Bo Bergdahl? Listen, I'll tell you who Bo Bergdahl is. All right? Bo Bergdahl is... Jesus. He's a soldier. If you want to even call it that. He's a soldier that was overseas in Afghanistan. What happened in Afghanistan? Well, he got tough. He didn't like how things were going. And so instead of acting like, oh, I still have audio issues, no way. Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, whatever. So instead of going about things in a normal way, making some complaints, doing something, doing anything that makes sense. Instead of doing anything that makes sense, this doofus just walks off of his post and just leaves, right? Because that's what you do when you're in the middle of a war zone, right? That's what Russians do.
Contract failed.
Now they
The objective's been lost.
They just leave. They just everything's going to be fine, right? They think everything's going to be absolutely fine. That's what this idiot does. He leaves his post completely. Just, God, do you know how screwed over your chain of command is just because you decide to get up and leave? Do you know how dead you're supposed to be? Do you know how dead you're supposed to be? He's supposed to be so dead. But for some reason, the Taliban, when they picked him up, were like, you know what, this is a good guy. We're going to keep him around. We're going to torture him a little bit, see if we can't get some info. Wouldn't you know it? What a coincidence. His post was attacked.
Got up buy station.
He was captured by the Taliban. And some key infrastructure elements, were hit. But Tactical Operations Center.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Contract here.
Almost been done. They had a guy on the inside. He's now on the outside.
Drones are deploying buy stations in the area.
Before we get too much further into that, I'll talk about today's sponsor. The sponsor for so far every live stream with Angry Cops. Grill Your Ass All Season. Grill Your Ass All Season is veteran-owned and Texas-made. It's absolutely fantastic. This is this better than crack spices I've teamed up with Grill Your Ass Off, and we've created better than crack spice. There's nothing.
Tracking a high-value target. This is high risk, high reward.
Meat tastes good. And I put this on steaks and I put it on brisket. And by the way, side note, you can see a link in the description for that.
Come on.
Go ahead and check that out. Make your food delicious. Chicken, sandwiches, shrimp, seafoods, habanero mango salsa stuff. Oh, so good. But if you want to see me, I'm going to be at you want to link up. I'm going to be at the KIA Memorial Ruck March for Western New York in Orchard Park. I'm going to put a link down there below. So if you want to help me raise money, meet me, go for a ruck, do some obstacle courses in Western New York, feel free to join me. Go right ahead. You can do it with a team. You can do it by yourself. There is a big-ass trophy at the end. There are prizes for winners, but it's all to commemorate the people that we lost here in Western New York. And if you're a ruck for a buddy, you are more than welcome to ruck for a buddy. I'll put the link in the description below. Sign up, go ruck, obstacle course, drink up with all of us afterwards. Sponsored by Cookie Monkey's Whiskey, which is absolutely delicious as well. All right, over go. We're going to talk about Bo. All right, let's get to Bo. Let's get the...
Gave it a solid try. Time to head back to base. Valiant effort. Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.
Settings.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise.
Done. All right, cool. Here we go.
please. How about a little custom and courtesy when I walk in the goddamn room, huh? Total lack of discipline. Absolutely disgusting. I think we're going to be doing 40 minutes worth of burpees today instead of recess, huh?
Please take your seats. Everyone, I'd like to introduce Miss Dunham's substitute. This is Mr. Schneebly.
No. Drill sergeant. No Mr., no Mrs., no names. Because I don't want any of these little freaks thinking that I'm their friends or their daddy because their real one decides to beat feet every other week to go on a business trip to Thailand.
Why don't you write your name on the board?
How about you settle down, West Point, and stop trying to micromanage my class?
The children just had their lunch.
Oh, they won't need that. I brought a couple cases of MREs in the back, so we should be fine. As long as these little freaks don't start rat-fucking them ahead of their peers.
Is there anything else you need?
Absolutely. I'm gonna need some blank firing adapters, a Claymore training device, an M4 weapons breakdown sheet, and of course, I'm gonna need some rubber duckies, because I'm training 100% weapons immersion. Gotta teach these little freaks accountability someday.
We're headed to the war
Well,
zone.
thanks again. You saved the day.
Stand by.
Who's got contraband? I smell it. Integrity check. You better cut clean right now, or I'm gonna throw everybody into the front of you. You're gonna look like one of those human Sup? Holy shit! From now on, all food remains in the chow hall. If one of you porky pigs smuggles so much as a crumb into
All
my
stations,
barracks,
green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
First lesson. Does anybody know why I
I
go to
want that
strip
bird
clubs at
ready
lunch?
in 3 mics. Relay those coordinates.
No.
Here we
The owners
are.
of bargain, they've got one
Head
hell of a
shed
thing.
gave the green
It's
light.
the
We're deploying you to the
2-1
front
lap
lines.
dances.
Gear up, grab your shoots.
I don't know how you would know
Enemy
that, but it
activity
cleared
will be
up
high.
already. And
Expect
you
contact
call me
early and often.
dude one more time, and I'm going to show American version of you go Bill Boy.
Let's get this done. Battle Royale.
What do you want, weirdo?
Be advised, gas is closing in for speed to the safe zone. Positive ID on multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your TAC map.
How would you and his face? They look like I'm wearing lipstick and magically drew parents' face. Oh, I'm Miss Donald Airline. We're played by my rules. What's that? These whiny parents are gonna be up my ass just because I smoked the dog shit out of their disobedient kids and taught them room clearing.
You're a dedicated, talented teacher. Now just get in there and tell those parents what you've been teaching your kids.
And this video shows your children executing
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Satan came for me. You owe me some meat later.
Gas is inbound.
Simply throws out the position. That's because he's absolutely useless for everything else. Hurry! Down 1, 2, 3. Negligent injustice with frickin' blood. The army band is the only place for him.
Headshots on Macy.
And be completely fine.
Why has my daughter become obsessed with David Geffen?
Because Staff Sergeant Griffin, the United States Marine Corps, received the Medal of Honor during World War II while island hopping, knocking out a couple pillboxes and killing over 37 Japanese. That's a solid pick, kid.
Oh, it's this. Homework?
Holy shit, trainee! Did we not have cyber awareness training? Did we learn not to pick up random CDs or thumb drives and shove them in DOD computers? Ha! Oh, now we got North Korea that's straight hacking into our asses. No offense, sir. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm done with all that child bullshit. I'm going back to Bragg. Especially the little freaking front. She looks like she giggles like an idiot every time she says the word fuck.
What's your favorite curse word? Probably fuck.
Thanks for that quickie in the van, too.
You're a dedicated, talented teacher.
I'd like to think it's because I've got 2 moms. someone likes the feeling of both marble and velvet.
Like a nut mullet.
Like a mullet for your nuts.
Oh, we have visitors.
Come to witness the greatest innovation in technology, no doubt.
The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, engineered with 2 heads to make your nethers as smooth as a dolphin's back.
Or like an elephant's head. Smooth, but upon further investigation, still severe.
What if we gave it a light so you can really marvel at how smooth your sack can get? Genius. So genius, it's waterproof. With skin-safe technology, you can worry less about nicks and cuts on your scrotum.
Trusted by over 9 million men worldwide.
That's a lot of testicles.
Transformers shoots in seconds with metal
Supply
posters
boxes
on
marked.
display.
Secure those locations.
Discover new original art and bring it home on sleek and modern prints on metal. Hang your posters with no tools at all and match them with your mood and style whenever you want. With thousands of designs to choose from, it's easy. Find your metal posters now. Only
He's trying to have a stick.
Friendly loadout drops on.
Trying to be a hitman? No! Shooter. A Tennessee
Shooter.
He was on his way to becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, with acclaim for his dramatic performances and a promising career as a Marvel villain. But now, actor Jonathan Majors is facing a possibility of up to a year in jail after a conviction on misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment in connection with an altercation involving his then-girlfriend.
The enemy
He
took
sat
that
down
one, but we'll get
exclusively
him back.
for his first interview since his arrest, discussing the relationship at the center of the trial, the role that he says race played, and why he didn't take a stand. Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture. And conversely, the impact of this is about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and giving my part of the story.
In an ABC News exclusive, actor Jonathan Majors sat down with me in his first interview since a jury handed down a guilty verdict for reckless harassment, a misdemeanor, and a violation of harassment in the second degree.
You know, I haven't seen my daughter in a long time. You know, and a lot of it has to do with this situation. It all has to do with this situation, and she needs to see this, and the hard things need to be done. But it's been hard. You know, everything is. It's kind of gone away.
The 34-year-old actor was a rising star.
Who's doing it now, bitch?
Known for his roles in HBO's Lovecraft Country, Creed 3.
I'm coming for everything.
And Marvel productions like last year's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
You're an interesting man. Scott Lang.
And it was on that movie set back in 2021 where he met 30-year-old British dancer Grace Jabari. The pair dated until March of 2023 when Majors called 911 the day after a fight that was caught on surveillance video.
What happened exactly, do you know?
Do you know? I don't know. She's unconscious. She's my ex-partner. We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning.
Police found Jabari on the closet floor of their apartment. Majors was arrested by New York City police, accused by Jabari of assault, strangulation, and harassment. Convicted last month, but acquitted of 1 count of assault and 1 count of aggravated harassment, meaning the jury didn't believe he assaulted her intentionally.
Your reaction to that verdict?
shot.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I was absolutely shocked. And, afraid. I'm scared. And the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
How is that possible?
After the verdict, in a statement, Jabari's
that bird
attorney
spinning. Finish up. We're
justice
airborne
was
in 3.
finally served today, proving that the truth
There
can
you
prevail
are.
even in the face of
We got the
power.
green light.
Grace
We're
did
going to the
not
war
choose to be in
zone.
this situation.
Grab your gear and
Grace was
shoot.
publicly attacked
We're up
as a
in
result
3.
of her courage to testify
Rules of
to the
engagement
truth.
are simple.
But her unwavering
Weapons free
resolve to
on all
see this
threats.
case through to the end was born out of her desire to give other survivors similar courage when justice requires.
Let's get this done. Battle Royale.
At Trice College, we're here for what?
Keep clear of that gas. Get to the safe zone. Be advised, Intel has located multiple strongholds.
All the same.
We just did our newest image of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action remake, and it reveals a lot more than you think. We're going to be going over every single small detail in this image, from Sokka's boomerang to Aang's stance to even what they're fighting. We are also going to be bringing up the official trailer for the movie coming out, so if you don't want to miss anything, you better stay here until the end of the video. This is the newest image of Netflix's Avatar live action. This image gives me a lot of hope for a lot of different reasons. First, let's talk about Aang. After his plan looks like he's about to airbend. Here's why this is very significant. As I'm sure most of you know, especially hardcore to the channel, Avatar: The Last Airbender is based on real world art. It's the reason why bending looks so realistic, and this is one of the main reasons why Avatar has the potential to translate so well into live action. The way bending looks is literally real. People practice this in real life. Waterbending, which is soft and flowy, is based off of Tai Chi. The Fire Nation, which is aggressive with crisp, long punches and kicks, is based off of the Northern Shaolin fighting style. Earthbenders have tight but close and powerful movements. And the stance that Aang is doing right
Fight's
here
over,
is
soldier.
the martial art.
Return to base. We lost that one, but we'll get those sumbitches next time.
Footwork. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is the biggest issue with the 2009 The Last Airbender movie is now fixed. A lot of people like to point out that the bending in The Last Airbender movie will be bad, but visually speaking, this is actually incorrect. The CGI here was not the main issue at all. Of course, it could have been better, but it looked fine. It looked realistic enough. The main issue with the bending was the fight choreography, which, for some reason, wasn't based on any real-world martial arts. I mean, just look at this. What is that? Oh my god, I don't even know. It's slow, it's rigid, and they're just flailing around. It's weird, they treated it like a magic system, like you'd see in a magic show, which, in the very first episode of Avatar, they made it very clear. When Katara was like, no, Sokka, it's not magic, it's waterbending. They made it very clear, but for some reason they still made it magic, which is just so weird. Not only does this stance prove that they fixed this problem by bringing back the martial arts bending is based on, but the stunt team proved this a long time ago. The video that you're seeing in the background was actually made